Hi, welcome to my second Python playlist video. In this video, I'm going to talk about different IDEs that are being used in the industry widely by data scientists and data engineers. Um, so, in case you are a beginner and you don't know what is IDE, IDE is nothing but it's an integrated development environment, which provides you an environment which has all programming essentials, such as packages, libraries, codes, data sets, any dependency, a new environment, everything at one place. So it helps you to work on your project very efficiently. There are few IDs which are very popular in the industry, and the first in the name is Spider. So first in the list is Spider. Secondly, Jupyter Notebook, which is actually my favorite. Thirdly, VS Code, mostly used by data engineers, BI developers. Fourthly, PyCharm. There are others as well, such as Atom and then Sublime Text. There are others as well, but we will be focusing on all these four. So first three of them we can see from the installation of Anaconda. So in case you don't know what is Anaconda, so it is Anaconda is actually an open source distribution for Python and R. It brings in all the packages together. It it is very easy to manage your package. It is very easy to create your own environment. So for different projects, for different objectives, you need to create different environment. And Anaconda provides you that with a click of just one button. In the same way, when you are working on R, it is very easy to use your libraries. So our next step is to install Anaconda in our system. For that, you need to open your browser and type anaconda.com. This website will products tab. So when you click on the product tab, you will see different versions of Anaconda. All these versions are not relevant to you since you are a beginner and you are trying to learn data science and trying to learn Python. So it is advisable for you to download individual edition, and then it is free of cost. But for all of them, you need to pay some money. So I'll recommend you to install individual edition. Once you go to individual edition, it will bring you in the download page. As soon as you click the download page, it will take you to different versions of the product which is available for Windows, Mac, or Linux. I'm going to install it for Windows, and I have 64-bit computer, so I'm going to download it. Since I have it on my computer, I'll not install it now. I'll cancel this download, but you can simply install it, and once it is installed, you can open the setup. You can run the setup and simply follow the simple instructions. So those instructions will help you to install Anaconda in your computer. Once Anaconda is installed, you need to open the application called Anaconda Navigator, and you can find it here in the start button. If you go here, you can find it yeah, Anaconda Navigator. Okay, so you need to click on this and it will bring in here. You can see different IDs. So Jupyter Notebook is the one. Spider is another one. You can see R Studio as well. There is one called Orange. So there are lots of IDs already available, and we'll go through one by one. We'll spend. We are not going to spend too much time on these IDs because that's not important. It is important to teach you Python. So I'll take a pause and I'll let you install Python in your system. And when we come back, I'll talk a little bit about Spider and Jupyter Notebook. So I'm sure that you must have installed Anaconda in your system by now. Um, I'll take a couple of minutes in explaining this Spider and Jupyter Notebook because I'm going to teach you Python or mostly on Jupyter Notebook, but it is good to know Spider as well. So you will have to click here on launch spider, and that will launch. This is spider. Here you can see there are multiple windows, and on the top there is uh, lots of options, lots of tabs are there, then options are there. So as you click on this, you can see different options which will help you in running the code without any hassle. So this top window is kind of main window, and this one is called, so this top window is main window. This the window on the left side is editor window, where actually you can write your own code, save the codes in the file and run, or otherwise also just by selecting the code, you can press this button and it will run. There are various options of running the file. First of all, let me explain how this, what are these different windows. So this one is editor, this one is called console, and in this console you run your code interactively. So you can write your code like, so if you write your code like d equal to 7, b equal to 9, and write a equal to d plus b, and want to see the what is there in a, and you will see is 16. Okay, so this is an interactive window where you can run your code, and you can see the results at that very moment. Okay, so as I was explaining, this is editor, this is console, and this is basically explorer. So you can explore variables, plots, files. In the console it's an IPython. It, you can also see the history, and in this window it will help you to find out all the variables that you have been using in your code. So it will display all the variables, and as soon as it gets changed, the value of the variable will also gets changed. You can also explore the files, plots, so everything you can do it here. So those who have been working on RStudio, or those who have been working on SAS, uh, Spider is very helpful for them. It will, you don't have to spend too much time because you are already familiar with all these editors, Explorer, console from the other software. So it will help you to get to the speed very quickly. Okay, so next in the list is Jupyter Notebook. When you click on Launch Jupyter Notebook, it will open up in a web browser. Um, so just to give you so this is how it will look like. Just to give you a brief of Jupyter Notebook, what is Jupyter Notebook? So on its web page, what they have mentioned, the Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application that you can use to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualization, and it is very interactive. Jupyter Notebook are a spin-off project from IPython project, which used to have IPython Notebook project itself. So as I was saying, it is very interactive. After every line of code, you can see the result, you can check the plots, you can check your outputs then and there. So if I open up a few existing, I have a couple of existing Python codes. So if you see, the code is there, and as soon as I want to see the output is displayed. So the code is there and the output is displayed. The code is there and output is displayed. So it's very interactive. It is also help you to share your codes with others. It also helps you to manage and maintain your uh, code in an efficient way. So here you can see all the live codes, and you can manage it from here. So I'm not going to spend too much time on these IDEs. There is one more called PyCharm, which is also very much in use. But I'm not going to take you through PyCharm. Again, downloading and installing the PyCharm software is very standard. Like, you have to download it from the PyCharm website and install it. Uh, it is good to know different IDEs which will be useful while you are working on the projects and developing the solutions. So try to get yourself familiarized with at least these three softwares, Spider, PyCharm, and Jupyter Notebook. In my next video, I'm going to start with the first package that is called NumPy. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed it yet, kindly like and subscribe my button and share with your friends. Thank you so much.